Welcome. My name is Shayyan Ali. I am from Young Innovators Australia. I am a mentor at Young Innovators Australia who focuses on STEM education and robotics. With me, I have Miraan Awan. Welcome, Miraan.
Welcome. Thank you.
So, Miraan here has achieved a Microsoft certified professional status at 11 years old, which is a remarkably young age. Now, before I try and introduce what he's actually certified in, I'll actually ask Miraan about himself. So, Miraan, which school do you go to? What year are you in?
I go to Amity College. I'm in year seven.
And you're in seven. So this is actually you're going into high school for the first time then, right?
Yeah, I achieved my achievement in the holidays.
Okay. So you did your certification in the holidays and now you're going into high school. Just casually, I mean, how do you feel going into high school again, starting back from, the starting point of high school, like you're going into kindy?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Have you already started school or is school about to start soon?
I've already started. I started on the 31st.
Oh, okay. So it's been about, let's say, maybe a week and a half,
Yeah.
maybe less than that. So yeah, now he's starting high school, and just before he started high school, he did a certificate. The certificate is called what?
Microsoft Azure AZ900 Fundamentals.
Yes, so it's fundamentals for Microsoft Azure. For those who don't know what Microsoft Azure is, it's actually used for hosting different products on the cloud. It's used for also allowing you to host, let's say, websites, host virtual machines as well. For those who don't know what a virtual machine is, that's something I highly recommend you actually look up because it would make this interview too long if I had to introduce everything Azure is used for. If you have ever heard of AWS before, it is very similar to Azure in terms of what it can offer as well. But besides that, that means as a foundational course, you sort of got an introduction to Azure, you sort of got an introduction to cloud services. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Um,
beautiful. Yes?
should I explain what is
Yeah.
Azure?
From
So
your
for the,
understanding and what you're comfortable with, explain what is Azure. No need to make it long.
okay, they host computers slash servers and
Yeah.
they run programs. Okay, either their own programs, community created, or ones you create. You can pay
Mm.
them to run and maintain the computers that run these programs,
Yeah.
so you don't have, so you can save time and effort.
Mm.
Azure is Microsoft's version of AWS, but a
Yeah.
little better in different aspects.
Okay. So, okay, so you got a Azure certification. How was it like going through the whole process? I mean, do you feel excited that you've done this? Do you feel was it a little bit tedious while trying to get this certification?
It was a little tedious to get this, but I am proud that I got this certification.
You should be. And who do you feel like actually, how did you actually get on this journey of actually wanting to be certified in this? How did you get on this journey of actually wanting to learn about this? Tell me.
I found out about Azure last year.
Mm,
Last year, I didn't really do the certification, I only did a little bit. But this year was a little different. I did everything for Azure, so now I'm
mm,
actually learning Azure, so I'm learning stuff about it.
yeah.
This year, I did my certification around the 1st of January. No, the 20th of January.
Well, I wanted to know though, what about going into Azure? Like, what's your passion? How do you get into this? Were you interested in IT, and while being interested in IT, you're like, hey, I want to learn about Azure, or did someone else recommend this to you, saying, hey, do you want to become better at doing certain things? Here's something you should do. How do you get
Actually,
started with this?
I learned this from an ad and my own interests. Um,
Mm-hmm.
my dad actually taught me what Azure was.
Okay.
Gave me the option to do Azure, and I chose yes.
Okay.
So I actually went into Azure with my own interest and an ad too. The ad
Oh,
did come.
beautiful. And so your dad, is he actually asking you or like trying to help you get into IT then?
Uh, I picked getting going into my dad's job, so now
Mm-hmm.
I'm going through the process of that.
Okay, beautiful. So who is your biggest contributor then? Would you say it's your dad?
Yes, I would say it's my dad.
So, okay, and anything else? And when it comes to IT, right? For different people, there are different reasons why they get super passionate about something. For you, was it just because your father's influence, you felt like, hey, I really want to do what dad's doing?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
exactly.
that's that's a wonderful reason. And so tell me and tell other people when it was like getting a Microsoft certificate, what's the process like? Did you have to study for an exam, go into that exam, try to understand what you're going through?
So, like a school, you would have to go to that place and do
Hmm.
your test. The thing is, they have cameras and everywhere, so even if you try cheating, you wouldn't be
Mm.
able to. And if you cheat, you will be like your certification will be taken from you, and you will never be able to get it again. You could be
Okay,
banned, possibly.
got it. So you had to actually go into a certain office, and then over there you had to actually do the test yourself.
Yeah.
Were there any sort of challenges you had to face before getting to certification in the learning process? So when you had to learn about Azure, when you had to learn about what you had to do as someone getting into IT administration, what other sort of like was there anything you found difficult to learn? How do you overcome these challenges?
So I was actually very scared when I took this exam, and even before this exam.
Hmm.
So what I did is every single of the words that I saw, they were like I couldn't really understand them. So I used
Hmm.
ChatGPT to basically make these words simpler. I didn't like
Yeah,
cheat using ChatGPT, but
yeah,
I
yeah.
made the words simpler for myself.
Got it. So while you're trying to learn, while you're trying to access different websites to try and help you understand the information, you used AI to sort of simplify things for you, correct?
That's correct.
So other than this, did you just use where did you do all your learning from? Did you do it on a website? Did you just like learn just directly from dad? Where do you go to actually learn about Microsoft Azure?
So there's a software I got. I use Microsoft Learn, and
Okay,
I use
Microsoft Learn.
third-party sites, and I also use Microsoft themselves.
Hmm. At Microsoft Learn, what are different things you can learn about other than just Azure?
On Microsoft Learn, I don't think you can learn other things other than Azure, but
So it's Azure focus, got it. But you also mentioned other things like cybersecurity, right?
Microsoft Learn. I
It's okay if
mentioned
you don't know.
cybersecurity, but
Yeah,
cybersecurity
yeah.
comes within Azure.
Got you, got you. So it's focused on Azure. And so other than that, moving forward from here, okay, so you learned about Azure, you're getting into the IT space. Is there anything you actually made or anything you actually did with the skills that you've developed?
I learned how to make resources, virtual
Hmm.
machines, VM sets. I learned how to edit those. And I learned to make web hosting applications.
Beautiful. That's actually really cool. And so for anyone else who's really interested in wanting to go into the IT space, anyone who's interested in actually wanting to get started, but they're a little bit scared, they're not sure what to do, what's your advice for them?
Reach for the stars. If you're a little scared, it's okay. All you need to do is you need to practice and study. And also have a good sleep before your test.
Yeah, that's very important to have sleep before any test. So when it comes to getting started though, would you recommend they actually go online and then look for different, like as you mentioned, third-party software, looking for different third-party websites to start learning from?
I would recommend, but be a little safe because some of them can have viruses. They could cause little problems. So
Okay, yeah.
do research on sites before you click on them.
Well, for yourself, right? Your dad was a mentor for you, is that correct?
Yeah.
So if someone, do you recommend that before going on any learning journey, someone should actually look for a mentor themselves to guide them, help them get software, help them learn where they should go?
Okay, here's where it depends. So
Mm,
if you have trouble finding these words, ChatGPT is not helping, you're like on the brink of not understanding, a
mm-hmm.
mentor would be good. For Microsoft
Yep.
themselves, on the Microsoft Learn, you're able to hire from there.
Yeah.
But if you want, you can go through Fiverr or other third-party sites to get.
Try and find help. Yep, got it, got it. Okay, so from here, you have gotten your certificate. You have learned some cool skills. Now tell me, anything in the future that you want to do from here on? Because you've learned and gotten started with Azure, where are you heading forward?
I'm heading towards cybersecurity.
Okay, why cybersecurity?
I'm very interested in IT, so I
Hmm.
want to try getting into it. I want to try getting to the groove of everything.
Okay, there's many things in IT. IT involves like what's some of the words? I think one was like databases. You also go in. Some people also go into somehow AI from IT. Some people focus on just web front end design. Why did you choose cybersecurity? Any idea? Or just felt like it?
I don't know. throughout everything, cybersecurity seemed like the coolest, and
Mhm.
it seemed like it would be the most paying, the best,
Mhm.
and it seemed like it also something that I would do. It came
Got
within
it.
that.
So you felt comfortable too. It felt like the right option for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So thank you, Miran, for your time. Thank you for coming here to inspire other people, showing them that it isn't, I'm assuming it wasn't like the hardest thing in the world to get a certificate like this.
Yeah, anyone can do this.
Yeah, as he said himself, anyone can do this. He's 11 years old, so there's no reason why anyone else watching this video, watching this live with us, cannot do this as well. And I'd also like to mention and sort of plug myself in here. That is that at Young Innovators Australia, we try and run workshops for different people in STEM education, also in leadership as well. And one of the things that I'm doing myself is that every week, you'll also see this on our YouTube channel, that I'm sitting with students, mentoring them, having them learn about robotics, and during this process, I am updating everyone online, and I'm also trying to help him try and get through difficult things like mathematics, like concepts that are, very, very complicated. As Miran mentioned as well, there are students who, when they look at a concept, they might be like, Ohm's law, this seems so complicated, it seems so scary. But once you actually have to sit down and learn the law, it's actually very easy. But you need a mentor there. And as Miran had an amazing mentor, his own father, who actually inspired him and influenced his journey, you also should look for a mentor when you have your own passions as well. So every week we're trying to do that here at Young Invest Australia. If you're ever interested in joining, ever interested in looking for a mentor, get in contact with us. Thank you, Miran, once again for inspiring everybody. I hope you also enjoy high school yourself, and I hope you have an amazing journey going into IT and cybersecurity. All
Thank
right,
you.
take care, everybody, and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.